Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is teamfortress.tv. I'm TurboTabs. Tonight I'm joined with Molesto, and of course we've got the sixth strat man on camera as usual, ondkaja. And tonight, Molesto, we're going to be casting some gaming grids TF2 Frag Fest. It seems like only yesterday that Razor just graced our lives with these events, and now they're gracing us some more. But sadly, this is the second to last of the ones that they're going to give us, at least until the grand resistance of that Champions Cup.
Well, as a connected server, what can I say? I'm excited. I love Razor. Got my Razor mouse here, fantastic. Got my Razor mouse pad. If you want to send me anything, Razor, just hit me up. Send me an email. I'll be for that.
Yeah, maybe the marketing's rubbing off me as well. I actually bought a Razor mouse quite recently, and it does make me question the power of branding. But either way, I think both parties are getting what they want out of both the arrangements. Either way, we've got games to cast tonight. Molesto, we are going to start from the semi-final and then delve into the best-of-3 final.
Exciting.
Yeah, so for the semi-final we've chosen for you tonight, it will be a team of Masters of Sausage versus TLR, or better known as The Last Resort. What do you think of that team name, Molesto? Masters of Sausage?
That's the Master of Sausage. Like, if you can master a sausage, you can master TF2. That's what I've always said, I'm really excited to see how they play, how the sausage ability translates into TF2 skill. I'm sure it'll be readily apparent as we watch them.
Yeah, if you actually look closely, you'll recognise a lot of names from that team list. We've got such players as Stark, MG Mike, Captain, Zoob, Cadus, and Buttnose.
Well-renowned sausages then.
But they're not just the only ones tonight. They're playing against TLR, who are really, when it comes down to it, is a mixed team versus an actual team. Whether or not this the actual team of TLR is fully complete, or if it's just like sewn together with some old names, some new names, what have you. The roster tonight will be Serotonin on Medic. All I know is that they have Serotonin somewhere in there. Hiss playing, he's probably going to play Devilman. Shadowburn playing Soldier. Nico's most likely going to play Scout. D-Gun, he's going to be playing tonight. I'm not sure if he's playing Scout or Soldier, and there is another player, but it does escape me right now. Let me see if I can quickly pull up his information. But now that we know roughly what the both teams are, Molesto, who do you think is going to win up this matchup?
I love the sausage. What can I say? I think they're gonna take it easy.
Yes, they are a culinary delight, and I'm sure there'll be a delight on the casting screen as well. Actually, I think I can confirm just from the fact that he's joined the server, it will be Forsaken playing with TLR tonight. So it's going to be very exciting. It's literally like, in a way, sort of a mixed team versus a mixed team. So it's just going to be good old-fashioned, like high level players versus high level players. We'll see how they kind of just grudge match it off, what sort of like plays they can bring on themselves. So they're not going to have probably a huge amount of chemistry. As much as like these teams, but it's still going to be interesting to watch, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see. After LAN, I was there, man. I saw the tears of TLR as they got crushed. Maybe they've this is the comeback now. The dramatic victory over the sausage team. This will be their final hurrah.
Well, we are live, Molesto, and if you're,
I'm having troubles connecting to the server.
Yeah, well.
I'll be there in a second, don't you worry.
Yeah, well, while you're joining and while ondkaja sorts on with some technical difficulties, I'll just give you the good old-fashioned radio cast, and the first thing I see is just TLR completely being decimated across the board, although the snapback has come back and they have actually decimated most of the team. It's only Cadus and MG Mike so far. MG Mike actually rocking the scattergun this evening, playing that scout role, and he has finished off Dago. It's just Nico left now. He's at very low health, and the combination of MG Mike and Cadus does subdue him, and the midpoint will go towards them. We are playing, obviously, on Viaduct for this semi-final. I think it's just going to be a best of one, and then when we go into the final, it will be a best of three much later. And Stark has respawned up, and he's respawned up as the sniper class, Molesto. So he's going to be picking off heads left, right, and centre. He's already started that off by picking off one head, but Shadowburn tries to respond by going immediately in on top of Buttnose. He does take out Buttnose, and he actually manages to survive and tell a tale. Nico follows up with some aggression, and Shadowburn even kind of links up with his team as well, and they've completely decimated the rest of Masters of Sausage. It seems they're not quite the Masters of Viaduct as we predicted them to be, Molesto.
I'm just wondering, I'm actually almost connected to the server. My potato PC is on fire right now, you know, it's trying as hard as it can.
The Irish technology will kick in, but we do see a response coming out from Masters of Sausage. They're just trying to get out of the door at this point. You know that middle door Viaduct? They're just trying to
I can see it now, Emin. We're good, boys, do not worry.
But
we see a forward hold, if I'm correct, from the TLR boys.
Yes, that's what decimated Masters of Sausage just earlier as they tried to come through. But Captain's giving it a good swift go-ahead again. He's trying to get on top of that Demo Man. He does get on top of him with the help of his Stark buddy. He's going for the 1v1 on Forsaken, but Forsaken just subdues him in the end. And we do have Zoo going down somewhere at that point, probably from Shadowburn watching that flank-hand side. It seems difficult for Masters of Sausage to get out here, Molesto.
Yeah, like if a forward hold executed well with correct spam, it's very hard to get out. One saying that, they've kind of pulled back, which allows the Sausage to get some nice position on the cliff side. They'll be trying to get in as deep as they can, really popping neighbours, get some position around the high ground of the point, and that's what they're doing. Just, I think I've got a lot of Captain actually, without any really contestants in the Uber now coming out to try to stop the Cap.
No. That's they've actually popped off the Uber to try and defend that, but they weren't on the point in time, Molesto, and now the counter Uber comes out of Masters of Sausage, and they're going to just use this rest of this Uber to just kill, and kill they have. They've taken out 3 players, including Serotonin, the medic for TLR, and now Forsaken's going to get cleaned up as well. Left as a straggler. Hiss tries to get in behind, see if he can kind of equal that out, but Buttnose is not even scratched, Molesto.
They gave the Sausages too much room there, you know. But now we see a really quick actually repush here from TLR. Maybe they can try to get a pick. So just chasing a scout here. Will Nico get him? Yes, he will. It's MG Mike down to the hands of Nico. We do have a small advantage for Buttnose, 20%, so they should be able to hold this. We see Kit is actually bombing into the China area, just trying to get onto the medic. The souls come flying in as well. But the medic for Sausages, Buttnose is quite safe.
I don't know about you, Molesto, but it's really funny just to keep saying Masters of Sausages over and over again.
Why do you think I agreed to this?
Well, we do see Degon kind of creating roughly some space on this right-hand side for his team. He's pushed out Zoob sort of, but he has been scratched on the way out, and this allows the rest of the Masters of Sausage just kind of push across point with that Uber charge that they've used. But keep in mind, Serotonin is still building his Uber charge. He's very close to it, and he's going to have it very, very soon. He probably has it roughly about now, and he'll be looking to use that to push out. He might actually get the pick onto Zoo before they even have to use the Uber. They do lose Degon in the fray. They've popped the Uber on the point now. Hiss has done a massive jump forward. He's right on top of Buttnose, and he takes out Buttnose. Stark is looking to punish him for that, but Hiss is getting out. He's very low. Oh, Stark just finishes him off, and he goes down to Nico, so wasn't killed just in time. But still, the point will go down.
See Mike behind them hiding, actually. I'm just going to interrupt you here from the China area behind them. You go for the medic. Nobody spots him until the medic misses 2 shots. It's a 3rd shot. Oh, he kills Serotonin. Wow. Well, I thought he was going to get that there after missing 2 shots, but he does get it now. So well played them, Mike. They're just hiding in the house area, just catching him completely off guard. Yeah, like when a sausage comes in behind, it's never a good thing.
Yeah, it's a shame Serotonin didn't hear that scattergun shot or something being fired upon him, but now they've gone for the pick onto Buttnose, and they've succeeded, Molesto, and now they're just going to send another player in just for the hell of it, I suppose. Serotonin will stay alive during at least the 4 seconds or so that he was respawned, so he will have a small advantage during that, but Buttnose is going to be up in no time. It's literally like a 10% advantage unless, yep, they have sent someone back for Buttnose, so a 10% advantage is TLR is going to have to muster up, but I don't think they're going to get anything done with that 10%. They're just going to cut straight onto the point, cap it off right underneath.
The medic actually on Serotonin goes down again to MG Mike. He's just on Serotonin this entire game too far, just picking him out, and wow. Heist goes down as well. This is a disaster for TLR. Once the recap, there's only 19 seconds left to cap the point for TLR. This is not looking good for them. Certain and Heist are respawning in a second, so it's enough time for maybe one last hurrah, just one last throw everyone on the point kind of push, but this is a tough push to make. Let's see how they try.
And the stickies all over the point, so they've got absolutely no way to deal with that. They need to get some point presence in these last few seconds. They finally get some people on top of it, but there's carpeted with stickies. They actually have somewhat cleaned up most of the stickies. It does a minimal damage at best, and they've actually capped this out, and they seem to be doing an okay job holding. Buttnose has popped his Uber, though, and this is going to be the true test for TLR to see if they can hold on to this point. The Masters of Sausage are capping it out. There are a lot of players left weak for... And Hiss tries to come in to just do one last defense, but he can't do it. Not by himself. And the Master of Sausage will take this away. 1-0, Molesto.
Very strong showing by Sausages there. Did they win the last medal, or the last initial fight over the point? Let's see if they can win this one anyway. So we see Heist walking up the slope now, firing a couple of stickies. He does tag Cadis. So he just has damage being traded across the point as the soldiers kind of fly higher. And actually, really aggressive scout across the point here from Nico, just taking a lot of damage as Cadis actually getting juggled across. He surfs onto the cliff area, so he's out of the fight. We're seeing the bomb onto the medic as Serotonin gets destroyed, and so much damage on the demo as well. Will be a repush now from the Sausages off that distraction? No, they're only 2 up. They've got to kind of just run. They do kill Serotonin, so it's not a disaster. The medic kind of Uber advantage will be equalized for the ensuing fight, but yeah. Not the mids the Sausages wanted there.
Oh, nice little trade from MG Mike, though, in that little cliffside area. Hiss is trying to hold down this door, but Captain's just not letting him. He uses that buff to the best of his ability, and now he's clambering all over top of Hiss. He finally takes him out in the end with the help of his soldier buddy Zoob. Nico gets absolutely smashed by Stark. He didn't even land the ground before he was killed there from that fully buffed scout health. And now they've completely just ran away with this point for seamlessly no trade, Molesto. It's just not good, but when things aren't good, they bring out the Forsaken Sniper.
Definitely, just blew Zoob's brains out there, and as soon as that happens, the soldier kind of just jumps aggressively to take him out. But Captain cannot get the frag in Forsaken. We see actually a really hard scout on the point. Oh, he does! Well, 3 HP. Buttnose does kill Nico, but dies in return. Forsaken now, just standing on that rock, they're just trying to just shoot someone's head off if he can. Really tough shot for him to make though.
Oh, D go and force that Uber out of Buttnose and Cadis, and now Cadis has to make do.
Serotonin 99%!
Oh, that was very close, but he's brought down to very low health, and MG Mike is still sniffing in the area, just directly behind him. He tries to go for the quick sort of play onto Nico, kind of hiding himself for a second, but doesn't get off the meat shot. And it just seems TLR is overpowering the rest of the stragglers of Masters of Sausage. Buttnose is already back into the respawn like a good medic, and he's just waiting for his team to respawn now. 20% advantage for Serotonin on this hold.
The time's pretty even. They should have... listen, that push actually comes in right away, and Zoob just gets destroyed by a body shot there as he's jumping in. And now we see TLR kind of taking a passive position around the sniper on this cliff area. It's very annoying to push into if you're a Master of Sausage here, because the sniper's just a constant threat. You'll just maybe lose someone as soon as the push starts, which is not very nice when you're pushing into them in this high ground position. It's very hard to make happen. We see the flank actually trying to make space now, just getting in behind, really nice, just destroying Nico with 3 of them, just disrupting the sniper. The sniper's not looking now, he's got to kind of deal with his flank behind him, which leaves him to the team to walk across, and they're just getting destroyed. Serotonin is dead, Heist is dead. Really nice play from the flank there to make space, and this will be a point cap for the Sausages.
Yeah, it looks like they were kind of just going in for like a sack play and letting everybody just jump in and just try and take away the medic. But when they realised how much space they were making and how much time they were just stopping alive and killing also Hiss as well, that they could just cap out the point as well, as on top of their prize of killing Serotonin. Captain does go down there. It was roughly out of position, not really with his team. I guess he just didn't want to see that point given away for nothing. But all it's done is sent him to the respawn queue.
Got dunked for sure, and now we see the soldier on the rock just spamming him out. The Uber does come across the point, a lot of multis. Does not really get a lot against Heist though, but TLR is retreating. Will the medic die actually? Wow, huge pipes and Cadis bombs in and kills Serotonin, and that saves the Uber. That was a massive play from Cadis there, really nice bomb. And that's just control of the point and the medic alive for the Massive Sausage. Like as good as they could have hoped for, really.
Yeah, they've recapped that point now, and Buttnose is sitting on a nice 30-40% advantage. I don't think Well, they might decide to ransack people, and they're running the sniper on Forsaken. It leads me to believe that they'll probably slowly push in with this, especially with how Serotonin is positioned. Looks like he really wants to push in with the rest of his team, especially where they don't even have that Uber quite yet. Shadowburn does trade, but they do lose Hiss during that little skirmish, and Master's Sausage is trying to hold the line, but they need to keep in mind that they can't just hold the line too far back, or they'll give that point away like they've just done now. So now it's TLR's turn to hold that line. But they have an Uber coming up. They have like 98%. They can go with it on the dot, and if they can just get on top of Serotonin as soon as they get it, they might be able to kill him before.
Captain just destroys House there with a nice little air shot from below. From above even, as the Ubers are traded across the point. This is really bad for TLR though, as the demo's down and they have a sniper in this Uber. Forsaken does get destroyed and he go on 10 HP. But the frag's coming out as well. For the sausage match, just get destroyed. It's 3v2. Let's come down to this frag, get the soldier bombs in, can he make some space? Will he get the demo?
Big start
Surf away.
with the 1v1 onto D-Gun there. Sorry to cut you off, and now even Shadowburn gets cleaned up. I guess you just see the power of the respawners for Masters of Sausage coming in.
Definitely. That's a messy fight. And that leaves the sausages with a really unenviable task here. They can't really give up this point at all with 5 seconds left. But in saying that now, we see TLR pushing in, trying to make some space on their own cliffside. They do kill Kaitis, which is a massive pick to push in here. They should certainly be going on. And Soldier really hurt as well. Will Captain die? He's 20 HP, he does go down. TLR just swallowing with
Zuba's
Serotonin
behind there when he killed Serotonin. And now Shadowburn cleans up Zub, but Zub's going to be happy with that one. And Buttnose does have his Uber very, very soon, Molesto.
They're capping the point. They've got 4 seconds. They need to jump on this point. They Scout
just
gets blasted into there.
Yeah, he's just used his Uber, and now they've gained so much point presence. But keep in mind, if they haven't got this, they've got the Uber. They're not capping the point whilst they're Ubered, Molesto. So Buttnose actually took off the Uber early just to cap there, and using all this, like the fact that they were 2 men down, they decided to back out TLR and just regroup and go for another push. And regroup they have. They've taken out Zub already on that first little push. Now Forsaken's kind of wrapping around slightly. Kaitis does take out Nico during the fray. Kaitis has decided to turn his attention to the flank, but the main push is still happening for TLR. They've got roughly the same Ubers, surprisingly. I thought Buttnose might be slightly behind there, but Forsaken gets killed. Serotonin goes down as well. This is very bad for TLR. They're going to just have to go scrappy as possible. They're blobbing up as much as they can. And Shadowburn's got a lot of big damage. He's got the skills. Yeah, he's got the skill stick out, but he doesn't get anybody. And it just gets taken away from underneath them. Now they're just trying to stand on the point and have all the remaining cap pulled away from TLR. The Ubers even popped onto the point. I don't think there's any possible way that TLR can win this now. Oh, can they? The rest of TLR have just joined the fight in time, but in saying that, they've got no point. They've got no presence on the cap point. I guess it was just blocked too much.
Zachard's going to have a desperation bomb there. We go on this 3rd initial fight.
Yeah. Is it turning out how you expected it so far? Masters of Sausages are really mastering the TLR.
Yeah, you know, sausages are always really strong. You know, they're very strong meat. But TLR, no, they're getting crushed right now. But they can bring it back. I know them. They can do this. One saying that, Heist cannot bring it back because he just gets crushed by a aggressive scout on him. Heals are really bad for TLR right now. Serotonin's crushed for a second. They're getting all crushed. One saying, do you have a numbers advantage? Will they be able to? Yeah, they do. Just no focus fire really there from the sausages. Like 3 players from TLR is absolutely destroyed, but are not cleaned up, and this leaves the sausages to kind of just get annihilated this initial fight, and that is what TLR needed.
Oh, you immediately see, oh my god, Forsaken just got a lovely double kill. Sure, he killed himself, but good god, that was one hell of a double kill. Both MG, Mike, and Stark were foaming at the mouth. They're just trying to get out as quick as they can. They both sit on top of Forsaken, and that's just a soldier's dream, because you're just taking the same rocket damage, and he just kills both of them in like 2 rockets. Unbelievable play coming out from Forsaken, but more like poor play coming out from Stark and MG Mike there. They are deciding
is on the sniper again. Hasn't had a whole lot so far, but he's done enough, I think. As the Uber does come out now from Serotonin, just trying to make some space, just push back the players. And that's happy, that's what the sausages wanted. Now they can build up their own Uber, have an advantage and repush. So unlucky there for Serotonin, kind of get forces. Nico does go down. This leaves a big opening now for the sausages to push in. Let's see if they do yet. The Devilman and Medic now walking up, trying to spam with stickies, control the point, and let's see if TLR can do anything to contest.
Shadowburn is holding his ground and he's taken out MG Mike. His next challenge is Captain. He's brought him somewhat low. Zoob is trying to help finish him off, but Shadowburn just gets out once he's brought down to that low point of health. Starkey's kind of just defending the point from a kind of a passive position all the way back. It's kind of a bit scary, really. Oh, Buttnose actually holds on to his Uber and actually pops it off. They're kind of trying to bait TLR in, I suppose. But they haven't really been heavily punished for it. Only Nico goes down amongst the action.
Yeah, Buttnose are just really nice, surviving on 19 HP, so well played to him. So we see, oh, Captain just trying to destroy this get Heist off his perch even. Do you see that? He's really
my
for
God,
Heist does, wow.
He's gonna get out! The Uber,
wow, that's disgusting.
Deegan's trying to chase up on him, but Mike just completely fiddles around. He was literally throwing his mouse across the room just to dodge everything, and it was working, Molesto. When have you ever seen a scout get shot by 5 players and survive?
Every pub server and every team I've ever played on, my friend.
Hi-yo.
Yeah, but saying that, we now see the Sauce just pushing it now. They're 85%. They know they can just bully out TLR, but the sniper Forsaken should be a problem for them. But no, we see Mike on them. Oh, Mike does just get a quick body shot by Forsaken. Well played, just shutting down Mike there. And the Sauces do get the point off that distraction. So not a disaster for them. They do have Uber to kind of buy a little bit of time here. Well, if they do get forced, I think it'll be a pretty bad Uber. They're down 2, so they kind of just wisely just getting into a more defensive position, ready to back up and not get forced or their heads shot off.
I think you can feel the squeeze of that sniper though. Kados keep constantly getting shot at by that sniper rifle. The Uber has popped off now. Shadowburn actually picks up Captain for his little ransacking. Oh, but he does go down himself. He was kind of dropped, I suppose, during that Uber, but with Buttnose just trying to keep everybody alive. Forsaken still lives on this sniper. He's still being a bit of a pest. Hiss covering him to the best of his ability. And now Buttnose has decided to go back to his own cliff, just build up that Uber with Stark and just get those respawners back in. They've actually opted to run Zoob on sniper. What do you reckon of Zoob on the sniper class, Molesto?
I've never really seen him do a lot of work on it. That doesn't mean he's not good on it. Like, it's just I haven't seen him play sniper a whole lot. Maybe he can do some work. I doubt he's a better sniper than Forsaken, but maybe you don't need to be a better sniper than Forsaken to shoot people in the face, you know?
Oh, Nico with a nice little 1v1 DM onto MG Mike. They're pressuring up this corner. They're just putting their money into Zoo right now, see if he can really face off against Forsaken. Forsaken is brought down extremely low, and then they're trying to finish him off. He actually gets healed by the crossbow, but he's still just a 125 class health class in the end of it, and he gets killed and minced very easily. Uber gets popped out, but they actually cap the point in time. Buttnose has his Uber, they counter. Shadowburn's just trying to cut off his losses and get a pick, anything he can grab his hands on. Kados goes aggressive. He's trying to get on top of Serotonin. He finds Forsaken instead. Kados actually gets killed by Serotonin. It's completely turned tables, and now they're looking to just claim this point back. It was only a couple of seconds ago that it was under the control of Masters of Sausages, but now it's completely gone back to TLR's way. They've even topped it off by killing Zoob. Deegan's going behind. They might actually kill Buttnose. Deegan's brought very low there, and Buttnose, I guess, was just too fancy footwork for Deegan to handle.
I think the Sausages want to take this fight again right away after his pick advantages. Just spamming the cliff fight, making sure the soldiers can't really healthy enough to jump. And yeah, just edging this cap, as we've seen all game. Just edge the cap, and then play defensively. That's what they seem like to do. Fair play to them for doing it. 23 seconds left on the red timer.
Serotonin has his Uber and he's got it firmly on top of Nico. Nico just decides to kind of flesh out this flank area. Deegan kind of joins him, Forsaken's following up, while the rest of the team pushes in with that Uber. The Uber's been popped, and a good attempt by Zoo. They actually got down a lot of the flank players lower, but now the equalising Uber of Buttnose comes out, and he's trying to just hold on to his point, deny all that cap time that the rest of TLR have worked so hard to kind of pull back, and it looks like almost the Fat Lady has sung. I think it's over. GG has been called.
GG. The Sausages really meant TLR in that fight. But no, yeah, it's just like Serotonin, they killed 2 players, Kados and a soldier, I think, and then they committed so far forward without Uber that the counter Uber just destroyed the entire enemy team. Sausages just destroyed them there, so and held the point off that and got the round and got the game. So well played. Like, I was very impressed by the sausages. They are a mixed team, but the pedigree of their players is some top quality sausage tonight. Sure, they'll impress us in the next map too.
To give a little credit to TLR, I think they're kind of padding some players in that roster themselves, so it's not quite the full TLR roster, I believe. So no, not too much discredit to them. I think in the new ETF2 season coming up, they're going to appear a lot stronger.
Oh, definitely. Just a bit of more time to mesh. Like, who's that Heist guy? I haven't seen him in a while. I need to just get back in form with him, I guess. Rest of the team, obviously. Yeah, like, they still played well. It's just the sausages played better. And at the end of the day, that won them the game. Right.
Now, usually this is the point in the VOD where I would say, let's cut to the logs, but looking around, there's no logs to be found. It wouldn't be a Razor Cup if we didn't have an issue with these logs, Molesto. So
how do we know who played well without the logs?
We're just gonna have to.
You mean we had to have watched the game?
Yes, we're just gonna have to delve our minds back just a couple of seconds earlier. Maybe just pick out our own people in our own opinion. I know.
Well, in my opinion, I think the Uber, play around the point and the Ubers around the point for the sausages were just top notch, like really well done compared to TLR. Forsaken, I didn't see him do a whole lot on sniper frags wise, but I'm sure his very threat, his presence on the map, forced TLR into some pretty awkward positions that they wouldn't want to be in otherwise, which probably had quite a bit of game impact as well. It's really well played from the sausages team as a whole. Just their positioning as a team, their pushing, their defending, was all top notch.
I know you like the sausages as a collective, but if you had to pick out one particular sausage that just...
Ooh, I liked MG Mike's play.
Yeah, he kind of translates to the scout class very well to say he's played mostly soldier.
I'm gonna just say something like really contradictory and not really something really edgy here and say I think MG Mike is a pretty good player.
Whoa.
Yeah, like don't witch hunt me please, but I think he's pretty good.
That is the kind of controversy that will bring those viewers in.
Yeah.
Well,
Marvel will be proud.
Sure, we sing all these praises for Master of Sausage, but TLR put, an okay fight? Sure, it was a 3-0 stomp, and it felt like there was probably a little bit more to be desired.
The rounds were close, I think. Like, TLR played well, the rounds were close, it's just they couldn't clinch it out in the end. They just got a little bit outplayed. Which is heartbreaking on Viaduct, because you see the clock is 9 seconds. You see, sometimes you knew you were so close, and yet you were so far. You had nothing to show for it.
What do you think about them pulling Forsaken onto Sniper for so long in that match? Do you think that was their only way back in this, or do you think it was the contributing factor to that loss?
Well, I think they needed something to change. I really think they had to do something, and Forsaken Sniper might have been what they practiced. So I can't really fault them for that. I know even from the LAN, the Viaduct Snipers, I kind of think they went out of favour there at I-55 since it wasn't seen as optimal by a lot of the top tier teams. But if they've practiced it and that's what they're comfortable with, then who am I to say it's what they shouldn't have done? It certainly could have worked. It's just maybe it wasn't as effective as they hoped for on the day.
Well, either way, Masters of Sausage will be in the final. We still get to scream that name to the top of our lungs in this next best of 3. And I'm trying to find out who are the next players, even probably even the team, who they're going to be facing off with. I don't think the next match is quite finished yet.
Is it a lower bracket thing? Is it TLR facing?
Oh no, it's someone? Once you're out, you're out. You're
high stakes then.
Straight out there.
High stakes.
This is a cup, man. A 1-day cup. We don't have time to mess around. We have to just get in there.
Yeah.
So, but on the bright side, to make things a bit more even for the final, it will be a best of 3. So it's not just going to be one map wonder. You're not going to play Sunshine and then just have your dreams crushed by some mixed team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's your beef for Sunshine, man? 10 out of 10 map would recommend.
Well, it's a fairly new map. It's just, not many people...
New? What are you, a Euro pleb?
Wow.
Have in North America, it's been played for a while.
Yeah, but it's still the newest maps of the bunch, so not everybody's up to scratch with it. Not everyone's, super familiar, so maybe that's sort of thing might catch people off guard, but I can finally confirm that Full Tilt are going to be meeting them in the grand final, Molesto. That is going to be Sideshow's team. It's got such players on it as like Ast, Koss. I think they've actually got Salmon murking it for them tonight. The Yump Gamer himself.
Is Ali on that roster as well?
Yeah, you've got Ali as well.
Yeah.
The meme lord.
I know the team. Hopefully they can put up a fight. Maybe they can win it.
Well,
who knows?
You make it sound like Masters and Sausage have got this in the bag, Molesto. You need to keep in mind that Full Tilt are a proper good old-fashioned team. They've been practicing. They've been scrimming their hearts. Yeah, they've got friendship.
They've got friendship and passion and all that.
They've got that relationship's been like, hammered out a lot longer than Masters of Sausage. I bet Masters of Sausage was hammered out in nearly an hour before the cup.
Yeah, but do they have sausage? Like they have friendship, but they have the sausage required to win.
They do have a lot of key ingredients in there. If throw in a bit of MG, bit of
got
starch,
a bit of salt.
Bit of Kato.
That's the ingredient they have, I bet.
Beautiful, beautiful. Mwah, as the chefs would do it. Vermicio, or I'm butchering that language probably. But as we try and track down the server for this match, who are you putting your money on, Molesto?
Just gonna say Full Tilt because, Full Tilt, what can I say? They've got a fantastic roster with Sideshow. He's actually still got my monitor from LAN. I need to give him my address so he can send it to me. Maybe he's stolen it. Who knows? So Sideshow. He's Sideshow, well, what can I say? There's Ali. He's a pretty good jumper, he's pretty good demo. At the very least, he can do some stuff. Ast is like a fantastic scout. Who's the rest of the roster again? Sorry.
You've got Koss and Medic.
Koss. Yeah, Koss can do a fine job of Medic, certainly.
I think you've got Salmon murking for them tonight.
Ooh, so a bit of cohesion issues, maybe. Who knows?
Well, if you were tuning in to the Sideshow stream, I'm not sure if he's still streaming
Why
now.
would I watch that?
Wow.
I love the Sideshow stream.
It's complete top entertainment at all hours of the day. I don't know how dare you go off about Sideshow, but either way, I think they were doing fairly well watching it, and not taking it maybe too seriously, but it was the early stages, and they're in the final, so they must be doing something right in the end. So it looks like Salmon was doing a good job to me, anywho.
Salmon versus sausage, then. Which is the best? Find out tonight, boys.
Man, it's a good thing I had some food just before this cast.
Yeah, kind of hungry now.
Yeah.
Where's my boy Potato when you need him?
Potato was actually facing off against the fish earlier, but he lost, sadly. It really is just a battle of food. Food fight, you could say.
The food fight, yeah. That's what you call it, the food fight cup.
Well, as these cups start to draw to a close, they always get messy. So, still tracking down this STV.
What's the prize tonight for the winning team?
The grand prize. The grand prize will be $75, or is it pounds? Probably dollars. Probably euros. No, most definitely dollars.
Yeah, Raiders American company. It'll be dollars, right?
Yeah, but either way, it's cash dollar, man. It doesn't get more impressive than money.
It's respectable, just play a bit of fantastic TF2, get a bit of cash on the side. You can't really complain.
And not just that, if it's the title as well. Now you can actually say you've earned money playing video games. You can be considered a pro gamer.
Nice.
That prize pot, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but there's like an esports earnings leadership board. And they can earn their ticket onto there now, because they've actually earned money. Sure, they'll probably be in like the lower 100,000s of pro gamers, but it's still on the leaderboard.
Nice.
Better than the 6 billion or so people on this planet.
I guess, yeah. That's one way to look at it. But,
you're not impressed.
Well,
you could have that on your CV.
Let's get a shirt. I'm number 163,522 pro gamer.
Oh wow,
that's pretty. That's a title, all right.
I would title that on my CV right at the top, above the name, pro gamer.
applying for like just some random jobs. You know, it's like a chef just telling him all about this, you know, pro gaming stuff. Fantastic.
All right, we do have the connect now. Ondkaja, the 6-strap man has hooked us up. Let's jack in, Molesto.
Nice.
Yeah, that did sound lame.
Better than the alternative. Better jack in than the other.
Well, and we're talking about sausages as well. It doesn't help.
Hey man, sausages always help. I've yet to meet a problem that can't be solved by enough sausage.
Well, so just to keep you up to speed, Molesto, usually when it comes to these best of threes, they do these map elimination sort of malarkey. You might be familiar with it with at LAN, but that's not the case here, Molesto.
Ooh.
It's actually a preset map list, so at least if it's following any sort of rules as the previous 14 Gaming Grid Fragfest Cups. So the first map will be processed, I believe, as is what it's telling me on my screen right now when I'm on my way to.
Currently connected to the 2 fort, so it's probably changing the map shortly.
See if we can read off the other maps as well. We actually, the first map confirmed will be processed. The second map will be Snakewater, and the final map will be Badlands.
No sunshine.
No sunshine. No true test for
Disappointment
these gamers today.
It's one of those maps, you know, I can watch, but I don't really envy the people playing it, you know. But hey, it's change, you know. Change is scary.
Well, we didn't really get a chance to talk into the maps, Molesto. We just went straight into the nitty-gritty of it. We're just kind of thrown into the pool. It seems a strange event, I know. TF2 was early of all things.
Yeah.
Razer is truly making us try our best. We're just fashionably early. We just want to impress Razer, so...
But yeah, like Process has been in map pool for ages now. I'm sure both teams will be readily familiar with it. It's just come down to execution, really. We know really secret strats, I'd imagine. Just execution, just flawless play will win the day for the better team. You see some really interesting mid-fights in Process. That's what I really like about the map. Just soldiers, you know, flying really fast, flying high, just pooping on demo men. It's lovely.
Yeah, it is roughly what we'll be in for. A nice little blurb of probably what we expect to see out of Process. But I was actually talking with this to Admirable yesterday on the cast about Process seems to be getting really popular with the players. He even dared say that it was getting probably more popular than Badlands. Would you agree?
I think Process has been more popular than Badlands in America for a long time. But like in Europe, it's always been Badlands has been seen as the most popular map. But yeah, I would kind of tend to agree with that. But I think in the American TF2 NA, it's been that way for a while. I'm pretty sure Americans like their Process.
What makes this map different, Molesto? What is this makes this map tick and just, you know, scratches that right itch for TF2 players in comparison to say like Snakewater?
The ramps and the transitions from point to point, I think. Like, the transitions are quite smooth. Like, there are choke points, but there's three entrances / exits. It's really nice compared to, say, a map like Snakewater, where it's not so clear cut. It's like, transitions are nice to play. There's a lot of ramps for soldiers to do some cool stuff. There's a lot of open areas. There's a lot of closed areas. You know, there's stuff for everything, really. And these disgusting sniper sight lanes can lead to some nice plays too.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It seems like Process just kind of gives you a little bit of everything. If you look closely at the Process mid, like just all the ways that you can go transition into the second, they all have their own nice little flavour to them. You've got that little closed indoors, but you've also got that open choke, as well as that automatic doorway. It's kind of just a map that caters to kind of everybody in their own right.
Yeah, it's a nice little map. Well designed. Kudos to that guy who designed it. Sorry, I'm forgetting your name.
But we will never forget the map.
Yeah, I'll never forget the map, don't worry, man.
I'm sure his name is Mr. Process.
Mr. Process, the guy who made Process. Makes sense.
Thank you, Mr. Process.
Like Mr. Process, exactly. And then the other map you said is
Snakewater.
That's a map players aren't so fond of.
Yes, I would call it probably
Compared to
the Marmite of TF2. You either love it or you hate it.
Yeah, like the infamous stalemates around the second mid kind of connector, you know, the saw room. Pretty infamous on that map, and the last point as well.
Oh, that last point! I still have nightmares about that last point, and I haven't played for like 3 seasons now, Molesto.
Yeah, like against. It's really fun when you walk into the last point and you see like 3 classes you usually see in Highlander, like an engineer and a sniper, and that's a fun last push. Hopefully you've scored that out beforehand, and even then it's still a nightmare to push that last one, but hey, it's doable. You know, it requires teamwork, and teamwork's good, right? So yeah, Snakewater best last point in the game, actually, since it requires the most teamwork to push. There you go.
And it's good. I like maps that are kind of different in their own right and sort of thing. You know, they're supposed to be true tests of every single aspect of TF2, so there's nothing wrong with, you know, not having a spy on second. I think...
that's blasphemy.
It's better to have a most all-rounded team as possible. If you can prove yourself on Snakewater as well as Process, maybe you do deserve to take away tonight's grand prize, $75. But if you do walk away empty-handed, don't fret. It's not quite as empty-handed as you seem to think it is. You will actually get $25 to kind of heal those wounds. So not so bad.
$25.
Yeah.
Nice.
You still walk away with something, man.
So the losers still get money?
Yeah.
Wow, what kind of tournament is this, Razor? I thought you had higher standards than that.
No, man. There's a winner, there's a loser, and then there's a supreme loser. Those are the ones that have already been knocked out. They walk away with diddly squat. But hey, they played some good TF2 on the bright side.
Yeah, except they lost.
Alright, our final map, if it does come down to it, do you think it will come down to it, Molesto?
I hope it comes down to it. What's the third one then? Sorry, my memory's awful. It might be a goldfish. Badlands. Oh yes, Badlands. I hope it is a third map then. I always really want a third map, but especially this Badlands. That's kind of the de facto European map, or at least it was. Maybe now it's Process. Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch for sure.
My heart says that it'll go to 3 maps, but my head says that it'll probably only get to 2. And I think whoever does well on this Process game is going to ride that momentum all the way into the second map and just take away all the money from Leicester.
If there's ever a map to stop momentum, it might be Snakewater last, you know? You can stop momentum there. Maybe they could turtle for 20 minutes, just break the spurt of the sausages. The
final boss of TF2.
Exactly. But no, we'll see. Like, I think there's a lot of room here for some really nice plays. They save like really clutch plays, like in win mid fights, win rounds. I certainly think it's the ability of full tilt here to just win a really convincing mid and get a round off that. Maybe they can't really consistently outplay the sausages. I think like through the whole 30-minute map if it goes to that. But I think they could certainly win some mids, get some rounds, and maybe snowball off that and do a quick, or not a quick game one, but you know, they get some early rounds, maybe they can just cement the early lead that they just keep. It'll be down to those mid fights, I think, for the full tilt.
So
I almost call them fully torqued for some reason, I don't know why.
Fully torqued. Actually, no, that was an old North American team that you're thinking of. That's the one with Pure in them lot.
I don't know why.
Once upon a time, it's just, I guess, it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Full tilt, fully torqued. Might as well be a distant cousin.
Exactly.
Alright, I know you did say that your money is on full tilt, the team factor.
Got a little friendship,
but I'm going to put you in a different scenario. Let's just say you're on Masters of Sausage. You are one of your fellow sausages in a pack of sausages.
A pack of roaming sausages.
Yes. And you're their medic.
Oh,
how are you going to lead your team to victory? What sort of wisdom would you bestow upon them to win this Process map? Man,
I don't think you need to do anything particularly crazy. It's really just playing solid, just winning mids and then not overextending when like they have a number. Like it sounds so obvious, but like say like you kill like 3 players at mid and you have like 4 players alive, but one person's capping, don't take like a bad fight, and then like a 3v3 on second and they have high ground, just small things like that. Just don't get ahead of yourself, you know. Just play your game, but play, you know, chill out guys, you can do this. You're the better team.
So you're not going to pull out any EU gimmicks?
No, there'll be no marker gardeners or anything like that today, oh god.
Well, we have gone live, Molesto. If you're just joining us, this is the Gaming Griggs Gaming Grid.
Gaming Grids,
Grids.
sausage makers.
TF2 Frag Fest number 15. We are starting off the first middle. This is Full Tilt versus Master of Sausage, and then the first thing I see is Sideshow strung straight up into the air, and he's trying to get pinpoint himself right on top of Cadus and Buttnose, but doesn't quite finish them off. But he's made a lot of room for his team, Molesto. He's actually managed them to get on this right hand side, but it seems that players that were still left in, MG, Mike and Stark, has just put too much fear factor in them, I suppose. But Yump Gamer, Salmon, is just completely destroying them away. Koss even picking up a nice little saw onto MG Mike.
That was huge. He saved his life. His team kind of ditched him. They kind of a bit of miscommunication. They left Koss, but then Koss just sawed him down. But we see a hiding now from Stark.
He's behind. You don't know he's there.
He's on. He misses his shot. Misses two shots. He's going in. Oh, and he gets crushed. That's what I was talking about. That's what we needed. They just need a really good mid fight. They got full advantage. Now they can snowball off this. This is what Full Tilt needed. It was quite a close one. Like they had two players on like sub 20 HP, but they got the mid.
MG Mike has managed to get himself behind, but he will be caught by Flash. In the meantime, while all of this is happening, you actually see the rest of Fully Tilt kind of pushing ahead. They're not even capping that stinking point. They just want to get the doors locked down immediately.
Mike's buying time with that beautiful little center gun from Zoob. He's just getting up to level 2 now, and we see the sniper from start. So this will not be an easy point to push. He will have an advantage as the Uber now does come in. Center gun is juggling, just absolutely juggling the hell out of the demo man. As they just kind of, the spots just kind of retreat to the left side of the point, just away from the enemy team coming in with the Uber. But there's a lot of cap time. They're trying to come out to block, but no, they can't block it fast enough. And that is a round to Full Tilt.
Wow,
impressive stuff.
That was quick. Not a single mistake coming out from Full Tilt. Sure, they had a bit of issues here and there.
On the team. We'll see some of that soon enough, man. Don't you worry. Ooh, bit of a rollout flub there from Ali.
Yeah, Cadus is having a bit of a tough time on the rollout himself, and decide to actually go the sewer way, picking up that health pack to kind of just recover his bad rollout. You see some early top pressure from Full Tilt, but some counter aggression comes out from Captain to kind of knock off Sideshow, and they're taking out both the soldiers for Fully Tilt. This has prompted a pull out from the rest of Fully Tilt, but Ali goes down trying to get out. Zoob is being the first foot forward for his team to kind of lock down that second point. He's pushed everybody out of Fully Tilt out. Ast is still being chased. He's brought down very low, but just not quite finished off. It looks like it has to be a last defense for Fully Tilt, but on the bright side, Molesto, they held on to that Uber.
Yeah, and that's the key difference between their holds and the Sausages hold last round. They leave an Uber, so they can counter the Uber that is not coming in. Oh, Captain does get destroyed. The Uber is not. This is a disastrous Uber from the Sausages. We see a pop coming in now really late from Koss. This is a whole lot of Uber for the pocket, but they don't chase kind of wisely. Just get this player that was behind and use that pick to push on. At least the Sausages can just quickly rush out of this point before they get swarmed.
MG Mike was hiding, no, he's getting behind. He looks like he's in there clearing free. Nobody was checking all their corners.
Oh, he doesn't get it.
Skin of their teeth.
Yeah,
maybe that's the way to get rid of those pesky little process backcasts. You just get all your members of the team on that point.
Definitely, it's really nice to just, maybe they knew, they had like kind of an idea Mike was behind, there's sneaky little sausage coming in from behind there, so one of the stack the point. So they wouldn't get caught out by that, and well played. And Buttnose is just respawning now, which they've cost with 70% Uber advantage, to kind of push into second.
Oh, Mike is actually taking out Flash. Yeah, he's taking out Mike still behind from that back cap, and now he's taking on Sideshow. And poor little Sideshow has to face off against MG Mike, but the soldier class reigns true. He's just, that indoor area just plays right into the soldier's strength. That splash damage, baby.
We see Soup just kind of hiding really close in the corner of Sewer, just waiting for something to kind of pass by. He's going to come behind. He could get really easy force here.
The entire team is past him at this rate.
Yeah.
I guess maybe they finally noticed that Zoob's there, but the Zoob can't really do anything. He just let the entire world go past him, it seems.
I thought he needs to do something. He's going for he's just like getting some players to chase him, and that's fair enough. Two players chasing him behind.
Well, actually,
two players he can't push.
They've abandoned that now. They're just like, okay,
it's a
not
disaster.
Worth it. Oh,
with 2 frags! Wow. 2 frags there. Ali just going down. Touch going down. Which halts this push, and we see. Oh yes, Koss and the last goes down as well. Is that a drop from Koss? I think it is. Koss drops it over there. Really nice play from the Sausages to hold that, and now they have a full Uber to kind of push out as they're walking through, but oh no, Ast is not able to force. So yeah, a slash does spawn on the sniper though, maybe he can make a play, Turbo.
Well, Flash is actually like a monstrous sniper. I think he was more known for his sniping than he is for anything else. And we'll see what sort of picks he can get. I don't see. Actually, I think he gets a nice little body shot or so onto Cadus. Doesn't quite kill him though. Was that another drop I hear? It was. It was coming out of butt nose.
-2 or +2 even. Same thing. Yeah, that's like these huge turnarounds, these fights. It's a disaster to disaster, or to victory to victory, depending on what side you're on. This is an easy second cap now for the full top. But he's a scout actually. Is MG Mike still on behind again? Nobody knows him. He hits a shot on the
He gets out top of cast.
A sneaky sausage.
He's
just
gonna
crushing
kill
him.
us.
He's gonna kill. Huge play for Mike. Is he gonna get out? He's getting
gonna
the pack.
pick up the health pack and he's gonna rejoin the fight. He's taking on Flash now.
He's going for another. Oh, but he gets gunned down. Like, a really nice play from Mike there regardless. He's completely turning that fire over his team and a bomb. There's so much damage.
Look at all that damage.
They're stacked on the point.
Yes, he has actually forced a lot of players back and a lot of injured players just scattered all over the place. They're really finding it difficult to just recap this second point.
I'm saying that they do have the forward spawns coming in soon for full tilt. Should aid them. We see Cadus just picking serious right now.
Oh,
yeah.
Is the stick? Oh no, that's just my. I thought the stickies were right on top of Cadus then, but my TF2 is just so shocking that it looks like the stickies on the door.
You got the real potato PC here, not me.
Yeah,
lie.
Yeah, my graphics config is actually called my eyes.
We do have Starkey on the defensive sniper looking to maybe dome a key pick as they walk in. Ali does go down, that's a pretty damn huge pick, I don't see myself, but Zub might go down for it, so is it worth it? I don't think so. Like, that's Uber now, can take so much ground, because Starkey really can't fend off an Uber combo. They'll get so much room if they want it. But he just hit a headshot actually. On
yeah, he hits onto Sideshow.
The Sideshow, so Sideshow is absolutely crushing her, just getting healed up slowly.
Captain's flanking around though, he's got mostly in, he's just walking in. Who needs to jump when you're captain? Just walks in and forces it that way. Kills Ast as well. And now the rest of the Masters of Sausages are just trying to make sure they just don't get bitten by that Uber that was forced out.
But no extension from Cadus there, just gets crossbowed by Cost there. Just pegged to the wall. No extension there. Excuse me.
Well, we see
there. Well,
they've pretty much stopped that capping from full tilt, so that's probably going to be squandered very soon. Zuba's actually looking to push in onto mid. He's promptly backed off though. The rest of his team are just not healthy enough to really join him there, and plus they have to wait for good old Kato. Can't make a push for that.
Like it's risky for a back cap here. Since Sausage rushing with full bird advantage, it's really likely we should see full tilt trying to go for a back cap since there's so much cap time. Also, the cap time is kind of fading now.
Flash has got behind.
You see a back cap, exactly. This is perfect, so they needed to do. This will buy so much time.
Sideshow's even gone behind as well. He's actually capping the point off the rest, but he can't quite get the point. He does get it. Flash is at last though. Are they going to get there in time? He's capped most of it. Oh, what a genius play coming out from the flank and fully tilt. Sideshow must have just, or Flash or whoever, the call was made that Sideshow should finish off that cap and the scout goes to last, and that perfect play allowed them to actually not only defend against that fully uber-charge advantage, but take the round under their feet, Molesto.
Absolutely fantastic play. It's maybe easier to see that if you're casting here, but in the moment it's very hard to make that call. As we see now, the Sausages, actually huge bomb now, does a lot of damage to buttons, but does not get a kill from Sideshow there, and just Ask goes down as well. Flash goes down in a really bad middle now for full tilt as they kind of have to try to get out, but no, they're going to wipe here, and no frags going in their favour as they just kind of get absolutely crushed there by the Sausages. As they're already actually kind of going on the last to put some traps in the spawn shutters. Like really aggressive play here.
Oh no, Ast is gonna. Oh no, he's smarter than that. Clever Ast. Avoid that sticky trap at the door, and now they're actually going to pick off MG Mike, and so you know that's something.
Saying that there's a fully bird managed for Botnose, and they could wait for MG Mike if they want to. I don't know if they will. They certainly have that option.
Maybe MG Mike will come back as heavy, you know, to kind of really make the last push easy for him. But no, he's stopped on that scout. They even picked off Sideshow, a nice little start-off kit for their little push. The young gamers tried to get behind them and kill them there, but MG Mike just cleans him up very easy. It's like the easiest last push I've ever seen in my life, Molesto.
Yeah, and it was off like a really, really good mid win. That's what happens if you like really crush a team at middle. You have that momentum, just take the round off it. And that's the first one on the board now for the sausages. Maybe they'll have the momentum back going into this mid.
I think Sideshow is just going in a little too early, and when he does go in, he focuses for butt-nose completely, and if he doesn't get that kill, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. And even if he does, even the rest of the sausages can just go berserk and just kill the rest of the team like they did anyway. They get an early pick onto Sideshow before he even had a chance to jump now, so it's the ball's really in the sausage's court. Gamer's got him behind, they're keeping tabs on him. Zoob is brought down somewhat low, but the rest of the sausages are keeping up the slack, and there's just nothing that Fully Tilt can do now. Could you say that they're on full tilt?
They must be fully tilting after that mid. Like, they're taking so much damage at these mids, they're getting crushed, while the sausages are just taking like no damage really in comparison. Like they've lost no players these last two middles, and they've just absolutely destroyed the full tilt squad.
Captain's in, he's trying to get the pick onto Koss, but Koss actually pops his Uber!
That's a disastrous pop. Now that leaves the sausages to have a really clean retreat back to the choke point, get heals up and then push for their own Uber. That's a nightmare scenario right now for Koss.
Okay, Molesto, lay it on me. You're a medic. Would you have popped in that situation?
I probably wouldn't have, though you'd have got flamed by the team if you dropped it. Like in that situation, like if you, it's a catch-22 because if you pop it, like the enemy team, they're not in lobby. There's no way you'll get a force. Like they're so far back, they'll be pushing a full advantage. So really, you're weighing the fact that they'll win. You're basically saying, well, they're going to win the round anyway if they full advantage pushing, so I'm going to risk the drop. And as I say that, they are coming in now with Uber, just playing the left hand side, just destroying Koss right away. But they lose two players.
Yeah, are they going to lose the last point if you Sideshow picking up these kills on the rest of these sausage players? Starkey is trying to kind of mow his way in there. Sideshow and Young Gamer synchronizing the jumps so very well, and that Scout's doing an excellent job of cleaning up that damage. Mwah, beautiful defense.
Definitely. Like, holding a full advantage like that, really well played.
Yeah, what a way to cook a sausage. I just wanted to get that in there. Oh wow, nice stylish kill from Ali to actually clean up Mike, who was going, I guess, for the optimistic back cap, or just trying to get behind. Either way, a nice little pick onto win.
A sausage joke was well done. But the medic is, Buttnose just choking the rockets. Oh, he does do a little surf to escape. Wow, really nice from Buttnose there, just dodging and joking just not to get out alive. Oh, a duel actually on the ass, just gets his head just blown off there as he was mid-air. A really nice shot from Stark to just clean him up. And this leaves the full tilt kind of a bit scared now because they know they're probably about to lose second. But we see, Sideshow knows, so he's hiding in the corner to see if he can kill someone as they walk in. Does a bit of damage to his soldier, but nothing really to write home about.
He's let his presence be known though, and now that Sausage is going to have a tab on to him, maybe these sticky traps from Ali can delay the time, and it's slightly delayed off that flank, and they just haven't chose to go with it. I guess they're scared of that Uber charge from Koss.
Yeah, the spawns were getting back into position for full tilt, and they had the Uber, and also there was a sniper on Starkey, so it wasn't really favourable for the Sausages to push there. They really decided it wasn't. Instead, you just get a pick on Zoobs. Maybe this could warrant the push. A sniper does need to be dealt with though. A really good angle in the choke. Someone needs to, get the sniper's hands full. Maybe a soldier wall jump, just land on him right away.
What's taking full tilt so long? You'd think they'd be in there now. They've got the advantage. They've got to pick onto the roaming soldier. What's going to force you? Well, it seems all the spam's going to force you. And Buttnose has his Uber though. They took way too long, and now they're just going to get punished for it. They're seeing if they can get some players in there and just start like, mixing in and like starting the blender of chaos. And it seems the blender of chaos is working in the favour of fully tilt. I guess it's just a lot harder. They just went on their half of the midpoint, if that makes sense, and from there they could just kind of like kite them very well and then just focus down the right targets. Now it's just poor MG Mai to try and pick up the pieces, but he's just a poor little scout in the end. Just a little Welshman from... Can't do it.
We see the Pyro just trying to reflect the spawn capping stickies here, just trying his best. But to no avail really, the spam's too strong. Should be a second point going quite comfortably to full tilt. With an 80% Uber advantage, this is huge. This could be a 3-1 lead for full tilt. Not gonna count the chickens before they're hatched, but it's certainly favourable. But we see, MG Mike was spot out on the sniper class, so that's a really good information to have if you're Koss right now. As we said, the Uber does come in left side, just trying to get as much ground as possible. There are sticks in the point, they've got no frags right now with the Uber. It's kind of a disaster right now, it's the heavy, just crushing everyone. They're trying to get on the point, they know they're about to get destroyed if they don't. But it's to no avail, and it's a disastrous last push there. Really nice kiting from the sausages there. The sticks in the point, so the enemy team couldn't rush that, and then just kite them from the opposite side of the Uber. Textbook defense.
It was. I guess you just see the disadvantage of pushing that that far left-hand side, because it's very easy just to rotate around and avoid the Uber coming in. And that's exactly what the sausages did. They saw that Uber pop and they just like avoided it as much as possible. Probably just spammed them back, especially with those cannonballs as well. That still knock back the player even when they're Ubered. And the stickies, once you've just, as long as you got that point defended, you don't really need to fight.
Yeah, and now we see that leaves Buttnose and Crew just walking through the choke right now. Soldier does bomb in, trying to get the force, and he does manage to get the force. Buttnose just popping in time there. Sideshow and Thalash are currently down, so we'll see nobody push from full tilt, but they're very happy to get that force and maybe get some hold on defense on second point. One saying that, we see a bomb coming in now, just trying to see if they can get any room, but no, he just backs up wisely. We see a captain just crushed there, just goes down to some spam. As Cadis and MG Microdome is also a disaster. They've overstayed their welcome. The sausages can have to run away now.
Stark is getting behind there. Oh, not with Ali. If Ali has something to say about it.
Nice pipe there.
But yeah, I think I see Koss as being like a lot more manlier than Buttnose. Buttnose seems to like better safe than sorry, while Koss is like, I'd like to see you bloody try.
Different styles from Medic. They've each got the merit to it, you know. But Thalash is probably regretting that he's on the sniper class right now, because his team is in a had a pick advantage pushing in for a few seconds there. They've got full Uber advantage. The sniper won't be a really huge asset.
Oh, it's been very pressured though, but he's actually baited a kill from Mike, so it's a nice little easiest kill of Fully Tilt's life. They're actually spamming back Buttnose. He's doing a good job avoiding all the spam.
Buttnose needs to be careful here, he's very close. Like, he could be cut out by the Uber here if Koss just pops and they land on him.
Yeah, he's actually got his Uber in time, and now they've both popped off roughly at the same time, and they've both kept a single. Well, I was going to say they were kept to singles. Now, of course, actually just slapped a heel onto Ass for whatever reason now, and now the ball's in, I would say, the Masters of Sausage Court. They've actually got a bit of ground as well. Ali's still fighting in by himself. He's brought Ass back in, Koss. And now Sideshow's rejoined back in. He's very low, though. He's trying to take up all the heals of his medic, and MG Mike punishes him for it. And now, with all the wasted heal, it just forces the rest of Full Tilt to get back.
Ali's behind there, he just has a nice stick out on the medic, which leaves Ash a really easy cleanup kill. I don't know how Ali got behind there, but he did. But yeah, that just happened, and we see MG Mike just rushing forward, trying to get something, a return kill on the enemy medic possibly, but he just goes down.
They just need to make Koss survive though, but it must sting though, losing this midpoint.
Full Tilt could fight this, like they have heals, what are they waiting for? They could fight this, and as they say going in, but they left it too late. The point's been capped. So a bit of a misplay there, as the soldier's going to crater, yeah, wow, just Soup, just in space there. Hits the ground and breaks his legs. Rest in peace, Soup.
They're terrified of all this aggression that could come out to Koss. I still see Koss in second while the rest of his team are pushing in. Ali was just left pissing in the wind there, trying to fight off against 3 players at choke with no real backup towards him. They've got the Uber now, that little safety blanket, but was it worth delaying all that time? Cadis has gone behind, but he craters for his efforts. And you've even got MG Mike coming up on this flank. He's actually focusing the player on the point, delayed that cap even longer, but he has gone down. I don't think that was worth it. And now Yump Gamer has gone in. He's yumping about as promised, and Captain's just trying his best to just land some rockets on him. Flash goes down during the fray, but he gets cleaned up by Ass. They've got some nice cap time. I guess it's all... They're just laughing Full Tilt at this point. They've got like literally 2 points for 3, and they haven't even used that Uber charge, Molesto. And
they're going in really aggressive left side again. Hopefully they'll play it better this time with Lewis Cannon's actually juggling the medic a little bit. This could be huge. As it takes, it's going to take a lot longer to get flashed. The soldier is flashing time, so he does not go down. You see he's fighting around the point. This heavy though has not been focused on at all. He's buffed. This will be a huge problem for Full Tilt now as he kind of stuck behind enemy lines. The Demo's just trying to find it again any kill he can, but Ali can't do anything. The medic's caught behind as well, and the Uber kind of comes in there. But this does get forced, which is a saving grace of that disastrous fight for Full Tilt.
They need to realise that going on this this left-hand door is just doing horrid, I can't even say my words, horrible things for the push, because they just get ring around the rosy so much. They even went into like the little bunker there, but they just went outside onto the point. It's really well played, obviously, from Masters of Sausage to realise this little trait of the left-hand push, and now they're pushing in onto mid, you know, harvesting the fruit of their labours on that last defence, take out Sideshow, and it looks like they're just going to be happy with claiming the rest of that point and pushing out. Oh! A nice little kill by Ali onto Stark at some point. I don't know how he went down. Sticky trap. As what the master Stratman has told me. Okay.
Voice in your head.
Yes. the mystical voices in my head make it seem like I know what's going on in TF2. It's like Mr. Miyagi. Okay, Zoob is just bombed straight in, but has been pushed back. And to be fair, a lot of the players are surviving from fully tilt. That's not such a bad situation to say they've used the Uber. Are they actually looking to hold this? Sideshow's in.
95%. They could certainly try to hold this. Maybe catch out some players who haven't retreated in time on the side of the sausages.
Oh, Stark is behind there.
Oh, let's see. Did they? I don't think the full tilt dash. I don't know.
Man, he is choosing his time to strike wisely. He's taking his time. Ast has actually spotted him, I believe. And now they're actually dealing with 3 players behind. They didn't realise that MG, Mike and Stark. And now Cadis is even blocking off the choke. They're going all the way behind. Deja vu. And it must sting because fully tilted the same trick. And now they're getting stung back. Young Gamer's actually got a way to say, oh my god! Salmon, you glorious bastard!
Oh, but they don't get off the point! Oh. It wouldn't have mattered. The soldier would have one-shot them anyways. Landed on the point, but yeah, it was so close.
It looked so clutch though. It was like, wow, you got some of the. These are 2 extremely big names, and they're both playing scout. They're both very talented scout, and he just casually kills both of them with 1 rocket. Very big, amazing play, but it still goes to the Master of the Sausage in the end. And this is going down to the wire.
Just
8
lands
minutes
an ally,
left.
just wipes him out the very start of the middle. That's disastrous if you're fully tilted right now. You got no spam on the high ground. Not saying that the Sausages are kind of all on the low ground now, not really doing a whole lot of damage.
But Stark and Mike haven't pincered in. Look at them, they're all kind of cooped up in this corner and they're picking off people just one by one. It's like a filthy horror film. Everyone's just like dying without the presence of another. Zoob's even come by, the big scary monster bomb taking out Ass. Koss even gets cleaned up by Stark. You can't turn your back against these fiendish monsters, Molesto.
Tried to save his friend, you know. What? You can't do that, man. You just gotta run. You gotta try to save your own life there. He died for it. Like, you know, shed a tear flat was a brave play, but it wasn't the right play in that situation, and at least Butnos to push him with Uber.
And going against the stereotype though, Ali was the only one to survive. The
black guy lived?
Yeah, the black guy lived, and he's setting up stickies on point to keep that point defended to the best of his ability. They are rocking that heavy weapons to guys to kind of keep that sustained fight going and going. And to be fair, they are taking their time with this Masters of Sausage to kind of really strike when the iron is hot. But they need to keep in mind that those respawns are going to keep coming in and they're just going to get weaker and weaker.
Yeah, like if your Uber hasn't killed the 450 HP heavy, or anyone else for that matter, your Uber's in a bad place when you're pushing the last point. It's never really going to work.
Cadis, he's hiding. He's in this left-hand corner. He's been spotted though. And it looks like he's going to get minced, yeah.
And Captain is trying to make a play, but alas, he cannot make anything work, so he's just going to have to back up this tail between his legs. Maybe Stark can hit a shot.
They've got nobody watching that flank though. Again, this is happening then. You know what MG Mike has got in plan for this second point. He's going to cap it. He's going to bring some players back. Maybe they even ransack some players to mid to delay it. And so they have. Here comes the cavalry. Cadis has blocked that point for the best of his ability. But that times 4 cap is just too powerful. Poor MG Mike even killed Sideshow, who went back to kind of deal with him. Seems like the resistance or I guess the all-in wasn't enough from Masters of Sausage. They just didn't commit enough players. But on the bright side though, during all that split and chaos, they've just made a good old-fashioned push and gained the point that way. And at least they'll gain second off the back of this as well, with just Sideshow being alive.
Yeah, a real disaster for the full tilt there. At least Sausage with full Uber now. Like, they really can't hold the defense on second. Sausage should get second quite easily if they try. They're coming through choke now. Sideshow does just get gunned down.
Well, Sideshow had the first shot there onto MG Mike, and Mike just laughs in his face, turns around and almost 3-shots him for what it's worth.
No one's really having second right now.
He's in at last, and he just killed the sentry gun, just walked up to it, shot it down, and then just got back out again. No Surf Flash, there will be no sentry gun building for today.
Definitely not. This is really bad. As Scott said, there's no heals for the fully tilt as their team just getting minced. Sausages behind, there's sausages in front. They're surrounded by sausages. What can they do? Is they're all just getting minced one by one as they fall. And the sausages should be shortly going on to the cap point. So now the spawns will be coming in kind of early, but no, it won't matter. And yeah, that's a round. It's 3-2. It's the first time in this series Sausages are taking the lead. 5 minutes on the clock.
It's still very doable for fully tilt to come back into this, but I guess we were both surprised I guess the team power is just not working for full tilt.
It's not over yet, man.
It seems Zoob is having a wondrous game. He's actually rocking 3 dominations on the scoreboard. Wow. Very impressive play, but we've seen some impressive plays come out of full tilt in the form of Salmon, so we'll see what they can do. Sideshow does go down, but they take out Buttnose during that mid-fight. They've got the sustain heal. They just need to go blob up and start abusing these heals as much as possible and gang up on people, and that's what they're doing. They take out Captain, then Zoob. Now they're choosing to focus Cadis, who's trying to pick off the cost player, but now actually the linked up players of the Sausages are actually doing very well. To say they have absolutely no heals, but it will go towards full tilt in the end of it. Not an ideal situation for full tilt, losing that many players, but you know, you take what you can.
Yeah, like it was really clutch there at the end from Cadis and one scout there. I think it might have been maybe both Stark and MG Mike. They just kind of kill the medic and just kill everyone else. The Cadis had a pipe or two there. They just damaged just the blob of players all stacked around the point, which allowed them to get some frags maybe they shouldn't have. You see a Kritzkrieg actually on the side of, is it cost for the Kritzkrieg?
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi is telling me that we do have a Kritzkrieg in play, so it's going to get. This is going to be critical to their success. Let's see what they can do with it. They're at 100%, and now they've launched in the distraction.
Oh, the sticky trap though! Just Cadis destroys Cos as soon as he crits his disaster for them, as they just kind of have to rush forward and get what they can. Maybe they can actually turn this around, but they're also no, it's not going to work with full tilt, as that sticky trap from Cadis just destroyed Cos and just the entire push with it.
I guess in their eagerness to like just get that crits out there, they didn't check for the sticky trap. They just launched the soldier straight in, and it killed Kos before I think only 1 sticky got off. And you really need that barrage of like 4 or 5 stickies to kind of put that Kritzkrieg to its full potential.
Definitely. Like you don't run a crits for 1 crit sticky. You run it for 8 seconds of crit stickies, you know, and they didn't get that at all, which was really bad for them. But we now see a kind of skirmish over middle, so just kind of really full tilt is actually walking in, just controlling the high ground, not being afraid at all.
What's MG Mike up to, Molesto?
He looks like he's gonna maybe go for a back cap. Well, he's actually he's gonna just take the frag on the Sideshow. Should be a pretty easy kill for him. Yeah, and Sideshow it does get pistol down there in the end, but that's right on the back cap. We'll take that.
I think it was very doable if actually he could go for the back cap then when he started capping. I think he knew that Sideshow was coming behind. It was probably an easier bet to just get the kill onto him. But I think he could have just like bit off a lot more there and just go for the cap point, then just try and defend against Sideshow when he respawned.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of heat of the moment things that that's what defines you as a player really. Is a really good player from the best, but. Like he took the consistent play, and I can't really fault him for that. You see that now, just full tilt is bullying out the Sausages completely, just dominating this point. And now we still full tilt. I mean, Sausages just kind of turtling up here. They got their sniper, they got their gun slowly building up. So they're happy to sit here for another minute 35 seconds, just to kind of hold. And this is a battle for golden cap right now if you're full tilt.
They've really been struggling with this sentry gun in my. They've actually popped off Buttnose in this lobby area now. Well, not lobby area, more like point area. I don't know why Buttnose was standing there, to be honest. I guess they wanted to hold aggressive for whatever reason. Either way, he was forced off of the Zuba. Now this is going to be a very, very hard hold. Well, actually, maybe not very hard. It's still going to be roughly hard.
They're going to the Shudder of Death again.
Oh
Third
no,
time's the charm.
not again.
Shudder
Not
of Death.
like this, Molesto.
The sausage grinder. Let's go. The center gun is just destroying them all. Like, what can they do? Is all the sausages going to blow up the sausage fest around the point?
He just keeps repairing it. Now Stark has just switched back to another class. It was like they never lost anything, and oh no.
The server crashed as the map ended.
Yeah, I think they. We've had this issue before, but we'll never know what happens. Well, I guess we could take an educated guess. I mean, if it was 3-3, we'd probably go to a golden cap and would still be feasting that cap up before our eyes, but they must have defended in that time.
Hallway of Death claimed another victim. Basically, it's claimed his 3rd push, I think, in a row there.
So it seems it's the cards have been laid. Read 'em and weep, Molesto. That it's 3-2, 2 Masters of Sausage. The upset.
Yeah, like really well played from full tilt initially. Just get some early momentum, get some rounds on the board, but then they threw away 3 last pushes that they had a significant advantage, Uber advantage just going in just because they pushed the same hallway left side. And that's a fine place to push if like the enemy medic's holding close on that ramp and you can force them right away and like his team's there and you can just crush them, or they don't have Uber so you can just kill them all right away. But when the entire team's holding right side with like a sentry gun or a stickies or soldier spam to force you as you come through, it's awful because you're flashing 3 or 4 players to that hallway. Your Uber does not last long enough to get to the right side of process last. It's too big. Like you've got no Uber by the time you're at their side of the map and you're on top of a sentry gun and a heavy, and it's a disaster. A really, really shocking play for them to do that same mistake 3 times in a row, I think.
Yeah, it was literally the black and white difference between the two teams. They were extremely close. It was just the ways they decided to take those last pushes. Sure, there was some genuine, very clever moments from Full Tilt, but it seems Master of Sausage were firing back on all cylinders just in the same way. It was just that last push is just really standing out towards me, and that sentry gun, man, it just does so much work for them compared to how Masters of Sausage deal with Full Tilt's sentry gun.
It's such a it's the kind of like it's the kind of thing you kind of want to scout out, like when you got a big advantage like that, like you do have a little bit of time to just peek it once, peek it twice if you have to, make sure like they've got a sentry gun in this position, like we've got a heavy in this position, their team's holding here. It's such valuable information to have, like it really is. It's the difference between a push working and a push not working, because like they're guessing the pushes, like they're assuming the enemy team, like I imagine if they made that push, they're assuming the enemy team were all clustered by that ramp ready to kite into the spawn shutter. So looking to just kill them all before they can get into the spawn shutter, but they're not there. They're on the other side of the map. They're on the other side of the last or the right side. So it's like they're assuming something and getting punished because of it. Well,
yeah, and it's the little
do that.
Yeah, it's the little things as well. Because I noticed when they were pushing in, they would kind of dedicate Ali to take out the sentry gun, but he would like just fire off his stickies immediately and just blow them up. And whilst he's doing it one at a time, Stark is just repairing that sentry gun and making that sentry gun last much longer. If he just piled up those stickies up and just did it in one solid blast, he can take out the sentry gun much quicker. And then some of those soldiers on the Full Tilt team don't have to divert their attention to that machine, take it down.
Or you can pipe it, like piping it is super fast as well, and you can't repair it in time.
And can probably kill that engineer as well.
Yeah, kill this engineer too. This kid should play some more Highlander, I think, is what we're getting out of this. Just play Highlander.
Too many jump maps, not enough public.
Yeah.
Well, so Masters of Sausage are going to walk away with the process map. Our next map will be Snakewater. So after seeing such a display, Molesto, seeing what Masters of Sausage have on the meat market, what do you think is going to happen in this Snakewater now?
Oh man, like as I said again, I just see those last pushes from Full Tilt like in the second half of that game. And I just kind of glance over at Snakewater last. I'm just thinking, oh dear. Like, they really need to have a game plan for this last pushes. They really need to not assume, or at least if they are assuming something, they need to actually be right in their assumption. For these last pushes to work, because it's not an easy last to push. They just can't take a Uber push and like an Uber advantage push for granted and just kind of, jolly, merry, like Uber in 4 people happily and just expect the last push to work, because the sausages want that, and the sausages are going to punish you,
And if you think, yeah, exactly, if you're going to struggle with that process last, you're going to really struggle with this Snakewater last. It's kind of even dirtier tricks, I'd say, can be pulled out on that last point.
Yeah, like process last is no cakewalk to push, but it's Snakewater's a whole other beast entirely.
Well, what about on the defense side for Full Tilt? Do you think they're going to hold a candle to what Master of Sausage have? Do you think, or do you think Master of Sausage just have because of these bigger names in there, it's just much easier for them to kind of get this read on the game and know what to do against Full Tilt? I think it'll be kind of
easier in a way for Full Tilt's defense, because like the biggest problem I noticed, more with like a huge glaring issue in the defenses anyway, where they like this whole thing of stacking people through a choke point, and forsaking a flank route, which is kind of a big deal on process, since you have 3 routes really. You got the sewer, you got the choke, and you got the IT. But if you're playing Snakewater, there's not as many places to watch, so you can kind of quickly get back as well. If you're pushing second, you jump through the window and saw and kind of get back to the point relatively quickly. So the backcaps maybe won't be as big an issue, although there are better hiding spots on Snakewater So, but we'll see. I think their defenses as a whole are kind of solid. But I think as they're pushing a point, hopefully, I think players slipping behind as they're like stacking 4 players through the same choke to just get a really momentum-based push going. That hopefully no one can kind of get behind them.
We saw on that last map that Sideshow was really struggling with that mid-fight kind of, I guess, role. He would like literally just jump in the first few seconds of the game. I know he's trying to create space for his team, but it's almost kind of throwing your life away too quickly. Because even if you do get that massive damage up, the mid is just started. Teams are quite not in that super position, and I could remember one mid that they didn't even enter the mid fight too much before Sideshow was already in there and taken out. Do you think he needs to reassess himself on the Snakewater map, or do you think this is really the way he should play on that Snakewater?
That big all-in kind of soldier play can be really, really effective on Snakewater, since the mid is a lot less. It's a lot smaller. Like the Demo Man, for example, can spam across the mid a hell of a lot easier and more effectively than say in Process, and the rest of the team can move across it a lot easier. So, like, say he does do an all-in play and does a lot of damage early on the mid, it's a lot easier for his team to follow up on it, since kind of the point area is high ground, so they can just walk around to the high ground and just catch out the players in the slopey valley areas on this side of the point. So if he, like, I think if he is going for that kind of play, it will be easier to work with his team on Snakewater, but maybe it's not the right kind of play to make against the Sausages. We'll see. Like, maybe the Sausages will play quite a defensive mid. I doubt it, but they certainly could, which will just make Sideshow give them a frag at the start of every mid if they play it correctly. But only time will tell. That kind of aggressive soldier bombing kind of style it can be really effective on Snakewater, definitely. Hello? Turbo dead?
Okay,
Are you dead?
there we go. Mumba is back. Okay, I crashed for just mere seconds there. But it was clearly a dramatic pause for this.
Yeah. Lighting yourself up for your big speech you're about to give now.
Okay, well, MG Might, Stark, these scout players for Masters of Sausage, they've really just pushed the envelope, in my opinion, of what the scouts can do in just these almost reckless like aggression. Do you think there's like a weakness that Full Tilt aren't really tapping into against this play, or is it just the fact that they're that good that they can really just abuse that scout position and there's no real answer for it?
Any really weakness that the Full Tilt can exploit in enemy team's play will pretty much be, I think, minor positioning things and straight after team fights, just catching up players there. I don't think there's really any glaring mistakes as a whole the Sausages are making. So it'll really just be down to positioning mistakes, I think, in and around team fights, that they can kind of pick players off and use that to their advantage. Maybe get a force when they shouldn't. That's what they should be aiming for anyway, in my opinion.
Well, we're still waiting on the STV for this new map. Oh, it's the same STV. Well,
thank you, voice in my head.
Thank you, Mr. Miyagi.
I'm going to go get a glass of water very quickly. My throat is quite dry. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay.
Right, I'll be that like 15 seconds. I got one like in the table beside me. Don't you worry.
Alright, okay. I was just worried that he was like, should we take a quick picnic break?
Don't you worry, man. Just be right back.
Alright, well. So, just to catch everybody up to speed, if you're just joining us, this is the Gaming Grid's TF2 Fragfest number 15. This is the second to last one of its kind in the fact of these like 2-a-week daily cups. We do have a huge Razor Cup coming up called the Champions Cup. It has got a pretty penny of a prize pool on the line. I'm going to see if I can get more details about that. We'll do a bit of a shameless plug on the stream for that. There's if I'm not doing this the cup justice about the details, you can find more about it on the Team Fortress TV website, so be sure to check out that. But if you've got any more things you want to talk about, things you want to just ask about our production team, about anybody really, you can ask us on Twitter. We're just at twitter.com/TeamFortressTV. And if you've missed any sort of action that you want to just catch up on these Razor Cups, maybe just get yourself warmed up for the Champions Cup. We do have a YouTube with most of our VODs, I'd say. About like 99% Molesto of our VODs will be up on there. So if you want to just listen to Molesto's sweet, sweet Irish voice,
God forbid.
We've even got some. We've even recently just done the I-55 coverage on there, so you can find that at youtube.com.
We are live, boys.
Yeah.
It's Ali just jumping
TF2.
about in the saw room, just firing his first sticky off. He's quite fast in the middle, faster than Cadis actually. And then we see now the full tilt is kind of controlling the high ground with the scouts, making sure no bomber can quickly get across. And saying that, did you see a wall jump from Zoom? Just really aggressive, just controlling the shit area, doing a bit of damage, not a whole lot, but those light ashes get crushed. This is quite bad now, as Flash is dead as well for full tilt, and they're just kind of having to retreat a little here. Yeah, the distance really passive, they can just get out.
Yeah, I've noticed that Master Sausages
are
focusing that.
The scouts on them, they're being chased and all that yet. Scouts just smell blood there, and they chased down and killed Koss, and they're going to kill Ali as well. Yeah, wow. And there's no escape.
And keep in mind as well, they were killed later towards the end of the fight, so their respawn time is going to be on a different respawn wave. They actually got 7 seconds later from the last respawn wave, so it's just even a bigger detriment, I suppose.
Yeah, but it does even the Ubers, which is what the scouts from the sausage, whatever they're called these days, sausage masters wanted. So that's nice. This will be maybe a bit of a stalemate around second then, since second is it's not the kind of point you usually try to push into.
This is what you feared, Molesto. This is what you told me.
This is what I'm excited for, man. I want to see the as insanity as teams fail to push a point over and over and over again. You know, just as they break down over the period of 30 minutes. This is what that's what I cast for, man.
On the bright side, though, we could really reflect on that last mid that Masters of Sausage pulled off. Although in saying that, they were looking to push the issue straight away. They've actually run the crits. Well, call me embarrassed. I didn't see that crits creek at all coming, and they've actually taken out Koss. And if even the casters with Warhacks can't see it coming, I don't think Koss suspected it one little bit. Ali tries to jump in to see if he can get the pick onto Buttnose. They've actually done an admirable job to just kind of kill off these players here and there. Flash is going in as well. He's almost killed Cadis. He actually has killed Cadis. Captain's been brought down very low. He's actually going to go back in for round 2, but he gets immediately smashed out. Knockout blow for Captain. That is a point for him and his team. Sideshow is just looking to actually face off against Captain, the good old MGE soldier battle. But keep in mind that a new player has entered the video game. Molesto Zoom has joined the fight, and he's kind of teamed up against Sideshow, and now the strike back. But the respawners seem to favour maybe Full Tilt a little bit more kindly, but the positioning certainly is, and especially with MG Mike right into your core. It does get killed by Ali, and
Buttnose does have a scratch, remember?
Yes, of course, of course. The crits is ready and waking. They've got it on top of Cadis, and they're trying to hit Koss, but Koss is just too fancy Flash, even pushing away that sticky. They're doing a really good job of
Great scatterguns from Stark, just blowing the players up there, just gunning them down since Cadis couldn't. See the Pyro just desperately trying to get people off the point, but it won't be enough, it looks like, as the Sausage Fest continues as they swarm around the point. His desperation, the saw comes out. Oh, he does actually!
The desperation, someone, the clutchest saw of your life. He's actually managed to bring the respawners back, but now all these Uber players need to get work done. They haven't got any high ground though. They are in prime position to fight. They have to deal with Zoom on the point who they don't even kill. Keep in mind, I think that was just horrible positioning coming out from Fully Tilt, trying to receive that Uber, that end of the Uber. Koss did a wonderful play there, but his team just not coming through for him.
Let's see. Will Ali be faster again? No, this time Cage is the faster one in the middle. The world is right again. As we see this trading tickets across the point. Oh, we see actually Starkey going behind aggressively in the middle. Nobody spotted him. A lot of spam coming out now as the Sausages have really good control of the high ground. While saying that now, the counter aggression comes in as the full tilt just can't walk across, but now Starkey from behind does kill the medic. Nobody saw him and he does get the frags. This is a disaster now. As this is chaos across the point now, as both teams are kind of intermix, just going for frag after frag. It's how Frag's being traced now, 1v1 on the point, scout v scout, but Ast wins the MG duel at the end. So that was a really chaotic mid there, just players everywhere.
Well, they pretty much, I guess, Full Tilt went for the full face in, everyone fight on the point sort of play, whilst they actually thought Masters of Sausage decided to go all in on Stark in this huge flank. And to be fair, he did get the medic, but he needed to really start like catching up with kills because they already killed like 2 or maybe even 3 players by the time Stark got behind and did something for his team. Flash gets picked off, and this is going to make this little push a little bit easier for Masters of Sausage. They're going in dry though, keeping in mind Molesto. They haven't got the Ubers quite yet, but neither has Cost on the bright side, and it just seems they weren't ready for this. I guess they just weren't expecting it. Oh, they just didn't have the players up. And the crits comes in. Ali is just trying to hit anybody. He hits Cadus. Can he grab any more players? MG Mike is proving difficult to hit. You can't even get a sticky on top of the zoo. The walls just seem to keep getting in the way. He does get out on the bright side though. He's brought down very low, and he has to get the majority here of heals even slapped onto him just to bring him back into the fight. And they could make a good push out of this now if they realise how much they'll be healing Ali, but I guess they just don't want to strike that whilst MG Mike is down.
Yeah, MG Mike's such a huge deal in all their pushes, I can understand them waiting. And also they have full Uber advantage, Uber v crits, it's not really a fight you're scared of, even if they do get the crits Krieg, you're fairly favoured to win that whole spam.
He's actually popped off
really early pop. They do get a frag though, a constellation frag on an enemy soldier. Oh, we're actually finding quite a few frags. Luciv and Stark both go down, so it's not the Uber they want.
Nobody capping that point though, whilst they're doing all this pushing, and Koss is going to have his Uber very soon. Maybe they could even block this in time with the crits. Yeah. I still call the crits Uber. I know, I'm old-fashioned, I suppose.
It's a type of Uber, you know.
Hey man, all Ubers used to be just called Ubers.
Yeah.
It's still called Uber Charge on the the hood. It's still called Uber Charge in my book.
Or crits charge, just sounds
crits
doesn't sound right, does it, man?
Nah, it doesn't have the right ring to it. MG Mike hiding in this position. He gets a sneak on Flash, kills him very quickly, and maybe he can summon sort of play out of it.
Shots. Gets the lash though as well. Got constellation frag.
They've used the crits. Yeah, they've used it. Well, they've got Captain. That's pretty good. Zoom is brought down very low. If only they could just find a scout on top of him. Oh, there you go. There's a wish granted by Ast, and now they're getting some point presence. But they've actually got Stark onto Sniper. They've got some players like Ast trying to see if they can bite off even more there. But they don't even tickle Butlows, let alone bring him down to any sort of like killable health. And they still have this pesky little crits Krieg Molesto, and what are they going to do against the Uber that's coming up from Buttnose?
Like, playing crits against an Uber and a sniper is like worst nightmare. It's kind of, maybe you would have wanted Koss to kind of walk back and change.
Oh no, Young Gamer's messed up his Yump and he's just fell to his death. Flash.
2 down. But the force does come out.
He's forced out Buttnose, yeah, he brought him down very low. Buttnose forced to pop off there. And now they're just trying to make what they will with that last little bit. Ast actually picks off MG. My Captain brought down very... Oh my god, the door just opened in time for Ast to get the finishing kill onto Captain now. And now with the wind in the sails, they're trying to just chase up the rest of Masters of Sausage. But keep in mind, they're not very healthy. They could just come back into this, I think, and not, just take the second point from them. But I guess maybe just a little too risky.
And Koss did die there, which means he'll probably be back on the Uber charge. Yes, he is, which is kind of almost a good thing for him. Like, he does have a slight disadvantage, but...
Back to normal, though.
Yeah, it's back to normal. It's back to what they're comfortable with. Oh, and Ash just got happily destroyed there by a bombing from Sue. Just in mid-air, just crushes him, just blasts him into the ground. So that's a scout down for full tilt, and they've got to get back to last, which is not a good thing, because they've got no buffer zone now for the kind of kite the Super with.
20% advantage, but Koss is going to have it very, very soon. I think they might have to focus him down with this Uber. But if with Sideshow's making it that easy for the team just to walk in, the Uber's been popped before they even have a chance to jump. They take out Ali, they take out Flash. They're trying to clean up Jump Gamer, they take him out. Now it's just Ast left, and it's all well and good having a 20% catch-up point, but if there's nobody to heal Molesto, it might as well be 0%.
Yeah, definitely, and it's really dominating early game, early start to this game even, from the Sausages. Completely different, completely the opposite of last game. Last game it was 2 rounds for the full tilt, if I'm correct, so I don't know, maybe we could see reverse, maybe full tilt will take it back, just learn something. But now you see the mid fight again, Sticky's being traded as well, he takes position on a little shed, just forces a scout off the high ground there, which is always nice.
Yeah,
we see a contest this time. Yeah, nice. Full tilt actually contested the flank this time, which was nice. And now they've kind of just got nice from Frag there, which means they can kind of contest this mid. Oh, Delman Kate is really actually pushed up across the point. Not doing a whole lot of damage.
Sideshow has managed to survive for the most part, though, which is good. He actually managed to kind of link up that connected fire and pick off that MG Mike, who was pestering around on that left-hand side. And now there's just the numbers advantage, just force off Masters of Sausage to back off. And God, what a silly name for a team. It's just still strange I'm saying that name.
See Stark on the defensive
Sideshow with the big bomb in. He's right on top of Kado. He's seeing if he can just get him off, but he's just... Oh no, he's actually decided to change target. Was that the right call, Molesto? I don't think it was.
It was. Like, as you can see, yes, because the rocket wouldn't have one-shot the demo man. He was like 129 or something. Wouldn't have got the kill, but... Yeah, it's much of a muchness really, as we see Labour really bad. Oh my god, that headshot! Goodbye! Yeah, he's see you in the respawn queue, as we see the Uber from Botnose, although not really doing a whole lot. But yeah, a really flashy play from Stark there, just absolutely destroying.
Yeah, see you on,
for the Frag
see you on YouTube.
Bookmarked.
Well, on the bright side though, they have costs with sitting on 60%, Botnose at a mere 30%, so they can really play off this advantage here, but they're not...
the sniper though, it's so spooky to push this with a sniper. Gotta make some space.
And the heavy's been slapped out.
The defensive heavy sniper? What is this?
And he's not even rocking that... oh, what's that weapon called?
The Tomislav?
Yeah, he's not even rocking the Tomislav.
What's the point? Comes in though, the mech's caught out, but no, it's really close to him, but does go down.
Oh.
The heavy though's not being focused. The heavy does kill all these players. Ali's just caught in the cheese area. What can he do? Not a whole lot.
You think looking at the rest of the Full Tilt squad, they're not focusing any players. Everyone's just down to minimal health, but no one's really focused down the same targets. They just pulled apart, not really paying attention on the right things. And I guess they just didn't see that heavy coming.
Everybody panicked. You know, they want to kill the medic. They wouldn't kill the sniper. They want to kill the heavy, but they tried to kill them all at the same time, and only the medic really died.
Well, I don't know what Sideshow's plan here. He jumps into a heavy, gets pushed back out. You know, he doesn't die, I suppose. Just doesn't hurt to poke and try your luck. But I don't think you've got much luck against a heavy. He's like an anti-air gun man. Yeah,
like just there's one thing heavy's fantastic at, it's denying any soldier aggression. Like the soldiers just can't jump into you. You'll just blast them back into the dirt. And you do a fair bit of damage as well. Just heavy, just slowly pushing. I don't really think the heavy can lead a slow push here. Like he will just get spammed to death quite easily. Like he does have a lot of HP, but not when there's a couple of players spamming him. You see the sniper of Stark here just being left to make a play. What Flash is on the counter sniper, so maybe see a bit of a sniper duel here.
Yeah, this heavy and sniper is really slowed down the game. It's just allowed the tempo completely in the control of Massive Sausage, because whilst things have slowed down, he can still make something happen with the sniper. And when it comes down to just making that big little defense, they've got Mike on the heavy. He's actually done like a little roaming little heavy play and like jumped straight on top of them with a minigun. Now he's come back in to soak up the rest of that Uber, and like, what is that poor little jump gamer supposed to do against a big fat heavy with 450 HP? I don't think he can put out that much damage with all 4 of his rockets, let alone you know, thinking any chance of killing him. Zood picking up the kill onto Flash, but on the bright side, they are pushing a lot slower, you know, air quotes I suppose, with this heavy, because they haven't got as much capping power. If they had those 2 scouts, that second point could be capped lickety split, and they would already be on last.
Heavy's on last, he doesn't care about the spam comes in. Oh, Heavy just exploded. Which is maybe kind of nice for him, that's what he wanted, just to get off the heavy class. Play something a bit more to his taste, like Scout. Oh, is Kadish? Kadish looks to be caught out here, and really caught out in a really bad position here. He does go down. That's quite a big advantage now for the full tilt if they want to take it to push. With 16 minutes on the clock, they do have a fair bit of wiggle room. But Sideshow's now been called out in the chat. I didn't see what he did. Did you see?
I think he got air piped, possibly, or something. It's just not going Sideshow's way. Every time he just tries to go in, somebody just happens to get that nice little shot onto him. Poor little Sideshow. But now the Ubers have been exchanged. It was Massive Sausages over came out first, so it will be a little bit of Uber left over for Full Tilt to work with. Saki's actually opted to go drop down onto the grass. He's joined with his teammate MG Mike, and now they're fighting off against all these players. Koss has returned back, but Koss is probably regretting joining that fight as well now. MG Mike actually decides to turn back around and fight for Lash instead. This is all just a mere distraction for Zoom to come in and kind of dish out damage onto those players. And now Flash is just trying to pick up whatever little pieces he can. Koss just went like, well, this is going to share, I am out. And he's gone all the way back to last. Zub just seeing if he can clean up Koss, who's trying to back out. Just didn't predict As to kind of respawn, which he probably should have, because there's a nice little scoreboard telling you when he's going to respawn. Well.
Yeah, this is good old defensive heavy. Classic on this last point.
Oh wow, the sticky chapter to nice side joke.
Yeah.
Another bomb, he must feel like...
The BM in chat, just big all caps.
Yeah.
LOL.
Literally hammering home the tilt, throwing in as much salt into the wound as possible.
Saito, you know, just lowest points on the server right now, 11 points.
Man,
It points me in a whole lot, you know, I mean a hell of a lot.
Hopefully
TF2.
he's still streaming. I bet he's giving off some quality reactions to all his little plays.
Just make some GIFs or GIFs or whatever you say out of those.
Yeah. Get into the box side, Joe. Is it your only hope? Okay.
Really early from the outside to the lobby there, and they're getting nothing with the super. Well, actually, I'm saying that they do have 2 frags, so what is nothing? I'm talking out of my bum. That's what I'm saying.
It's just a deep question you're asking. Actually, but what is nothing? Nothing is what we see.
Exactly.
Nothing is what we do.
We see Zub is actually on the sniper this time. Maybe he can hit a sick headshot on the jumping soldier. No, he cannot.
MG Mike is in there though. He's on top of Ali. It's a good thing his entire team is there though.
But Zub just destroys Butmos. I mean, not Zub. Sideshow even, just kind of making a name for himself. Zub cannot hit the air shot. Yeah. But it's still, the push itself is a disaster for Full Tilt. It's gonna have to just back up with himself with no legs, try to get the medic out alive, but the players are swarming on them quickly, and yeah, that's the medic dead. Looks like Ali will be going down as well. And they stayed in too long when the medic died. They don't have the numbers to defend themselves, and they got wiped for it.
Yeah, usually when I lose my medic Molesto, I promptly get destroyed after, but it seems when the medic gets destroyed for Massive Sausage, they just go into full-on rage mode and just start killing players.
Sausage fest. They just, you know, it's just surround you.
These puns are, you could say these puns are delicious.
They're delicious. But Ast is on the defensive sniper. Will he be able to hit something? He kind of needs to hit something.
Oh, Flash has gone down. And now Ali's trying to push out. He's almost got captain, to be fair. Cade just jumps into like 3 players as a demo man. I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. Maybe the pipes.
Mike kills
Yump.
Gamer. Yump. My Irish tongue cannot say that, I'm afraid, especially when I have a cold too nasally. But
the big bomb! Oh,
Koss just
didn't know what hit him. It's a good thing like his team cleaned him up in there in that short space of time. Koss was in full panic mode just by looking at his little, I guess, movement.
Well, they jump up and down. Oh shit! Please, please surf the rockets. Fingers crossed.
You see him like look around everywhere, just like where is he?
Koss does have the ability to take the Sprintle, so hopefully we do.
I thought.
See a crits by the way on Butnose.
Yes, we finally spotted out the crits before it comes out. And drop on Koss, Zoom.
It's a disaster.
Big rumour does come through for his team now, and they've got the heal advantage, but there is a lot of players to deal with, 3 players to be exact, and they have only got 2 damaging classes, but Butnose is actually taking all the aggro. He takes so much aggro that he dies himself, but maybe it's worth it if they can kill Ali here. He almost brought down Captain. That would have been a real shame. Cadis is going forward though, he's seeing if he can
get cheeky boy.
Yeah, some cheeky sticky traps up.
Maybe they'll catch someone out. They certainly won't expect the trap there. We see a scout just going in. He just doesn't give a damn. He just destroying Sideshow.
He hasn't taken any damage. He's literally throwing them. Oh my god, was that like a 360 no-scope destroy?
It was indeed. He's got styled on.
He's still in there. He's in the thick of it. Finally he's taken some points of damage, and finally he has died.
Butchered them.
This is like, I was telling you about this, man. He just doesn't care. He just walks in. He thinks he's still like the 300 HP soldier god that he is. Putting on his best show for the stream, MG Mike.
If no one can hit you, you've got infinite HP, you know? That's how it works.
thinking about the Cadus trap onto Sideshow, but it has to be Sideshow, and it has to be the lol from Kado in the chat. Must be hammering the
they commit to the
Sideshow's,
Super. It's a disaster.
Oh, is it a disaster? Cadus actually. Oh yeah, it is a disaster.
It's a disaster. Wherever that goes. This is 3 rounds up now. Kind of start to get a bit worried now if you're full tilt, 10 minutes on the clock, 3 rounds. You need to get 4 rounds for a win. So. And
also, you're gonna feel the squeeze of the fact that they could slow down the game at any point, and it looks like they would happily do that. They've played heavy, they played that sniper, so why won't they? It seems in the bag for Masters of Sausage at this point. Maybe they can defend off this captain and then push along the point, but they just scattered way too much. Captains even causing so much time to be spent in that saw room that they're not dealing with all the players at the midpoint. Cadus is setting up stickies everywhere to cutting off the options. Actually, Zoob jumps in. He does with combined power of Cadus and Zoob kills off Kos, and now maybe MG Mike and Starkey can get to work. Starkey's coming up behind. Nobody knows he's there though. He's gone behind. He snuck up on them. He's actually killed one scout, but immediately gets 2-shotted by the other scout.
Yeah, it was well played for Side, so that meant he killed the medic right away, and then the entire team with full tilt just kind of played around their medic, got heals, and then once they had their heals they were comfortable with, just tried to clean up the rest so the enemy players in the mid who had no heals.
Yeah, it was a very hard journey though on that mid, because they had just so much challenges, and the fact that Captain got behind, and the fact that they must have like a single tiny square on the entire map to work with and fight against Masters of Sausage, but they did it nonetheless.
We see the crits,
jumping in, he's on top of
crits.
Oh, he picks up the health pack.
Botnose just have the crits. I'm not actually watching out for it, but it's 100% crits time. Botnose will cost, be aware. He could be caught out now, he's pushing into the green.
I think they know though, and they're not popping it until Cadus gives the go ahead. He's waiting patiently.
They have a sniper. Oh, the sniper just destroys Kos.
Oh, good God, Cadus! That was perfect.
So yeah, the sniper did not kill Kos. Actually, the sniper killed the soldier there. Yup, and it was the crit sticky there just destroyed Kos. And now the scout trying to frantically go forward to get a frag in the enemy medic, but nope, no such luck. That leaves a lot of momentum now.
I just want to give appreciation the fact that like Cadus said to his mate, no, this isn't the time yet. We need to wait this crit. So usually when people hit that 100%, they're just like, we need to use the crits right now, and they just pop it off. And even when it's not a perfect opportunity. But Cadus hold his ground, wait for Kos to step forward, and BAM! Straight with that one perfect sticky on top of him. Shutting down his dreams. Well played, Cadus and Botnose.
Yeah, like you gotta be careful with the crits. Like you can't just YOLO a crits. Like your team will wipe if you mess up a crits. Like it's way more risky than Uber in that regard. You can actually escape about Uber, but
he's behind. He's just launched all the way back, diverting the attention, making it difficult to ask. He has actually died himself. There is a sniper on the map, Flash, but he's actually been killed before I even have a chance to really sing his praises. He does kill Cadus in the fight, but you know that's just not enough in my book. Ali's facing off against Captain. It's just way too easy for him. Kos has to fight off by himself. He's the last one to die and probably the last one to respawn on this last point. I guess maybe they might have to just go all in. Sideshow's jumping up across. They're looking into this lobby, but they're just not giving any breathing room to full tilt. It's 7 minutes on the clock. They're really feeling the squeeze now, like an anaconda wrapped around its prey.
It's full tilt, either off classes to hold this. Like an engineer would have been really nice, but it's a bit late now. They got the sniper, which is great, and thankfully it looks like the Sausage will be pushing in, which is good for full tilt. They held this to be really bad, but now Cadus just launching crit stickies can't actually get anything. As they say now, like Sausage just got absolutely destroyed, and yeah, that's what full tilt really wanted. Like Sausages could have just held that and just like held outside and just waited for full tilt to kind of have the burden of pushing, but they thought, no, we've put the advantage, we can push this last point. And then Snakewater last happened to them. Turbo.
Yeah, I like the fact that once that crits went off, they just got in the face of Cadus.
Yeah.
And it really is the hardest place to deal with, and we've actually got Stark on Spy. Ooh la la. Let's see what sort of shenanigans he can do with the Spy class. He's just kind of taking his time. He's probably more in his own territory, if anything, at this point. Man, it's heart-throbbing stuff, even the fact that his team are way ahead of him, and MG Mike is already like in thick and thing, and Captain's even joined up with him. Starkey's just resigned himself to capping the point.
I wanted to kill players, but they're all dead. Stark story.
That sad moment when all your team members are just as good as you, and you have to just resign yourself to capping.
And they can Sausage can just go last here if they want, because it's a bit risky since they have a spy, so they might run it through with 5-6 minutes left.
This
on the
is
clock,
what they plan. Maybe this is what they plan the spy for. Now, actually,
White
Cadus
have
is
a
in
spy
there.
cap. It's a master plan.
Yeah.
Oh, a drop on from Buttons drops his.
It's
there,
the master plan of Starkey. There's no way that anybody would lose this hard.
Yeah, that's the intentional drop to get back cap by the spy. So brilliant.
It would be a genius play. Stark is ready to cap that point. He's waiting.
Zoom
is actually going to pepper it off for him. Actually, Stark decides to join. Actually, okay, he just...
Did Zoop through that guy? Maybe, like he
I
let
guess
them...
Maybe Zoop didn't get him out, but MG Mike is hiding as well. It's just a twisted game of hide and seek, and there you go. They actually waited for Sideshow to like respawn and watch the last point, but they didn't wait for him, I suppose, in time.
Yeah, maybe could have jumped on the point there, but he didn't react fast enough. So
and plus, what do you predict that? You have two players that ransacked for this backcap player as a spy and soldier. You really think that there's going to be another one as well?
Surely they can't be a third. Surely they can't.
Who uses a third, honestly?
Exactly. And then we go into our fifth middle. Oh, soldier really fast bombing across. Doesn't actually do a whole lot apart from distracting though.
On the other side of things, Zub is, gets right to top of him, and Captain's kind of behind as well. Oh, but Ast is doing a good job of just like claiming all the lives in front of him now, and Captain's rejoined at the fight at the wrong time, I would say. He has actually managed to survive, and Starkey's trying to fight up against two players by himself. Captain rejoins him, though, picks up Ali, now he's looking to pick up Ast, and with the combination of teamwork, believe it or not, Pump Master of Sausages are winning out this fight, but Flash just actually picks off that teamwork. He says, screw your teamwork, it's done nothing for my team and it won't do anything for you.
Yeah, with 4 minutes on the clock and 4 rounds in the lead for the Sausages. That's my phone just goes off there. It's looking pretty grim for Full Tilt. I don't think it's mathematically possible for them to win this. Maybe they can't if they believe hard enough and their friendship really does pull through in some miracle, but it's dicey. That's Sideshow and Yup Gamer going down. That's not really what they needed, certainly not what they wanted, and that's just falling back to their second point and kind of defeat.
Yeah, I think that's Masters of Sausage calling you, because they're just saying it's been called, it's been done, it's over, done, dusted, pack up, leave, it's press is over, stop the presses, nail up that coffins, the fat lady has sung all that jazz. I think the champions have been crowned, and they are called Masters of Sausage, believe it or not. What a team name, what a team.
What can I say?
What a way to finish that.
I'm loving it.
I always start my day with a Master Sausage.
Yeah. Man, that's a good old Irish fry. Just load of sausages, it's all good.
Please stop my...
Potato bread, you gotta love some good potato bread. Some beans. Anyway, last push. Okay, we do cast TF2 at some points in this cookery program.
We don't want to lie to our audience. We know it's over. They know it's over. They've even speed it up for us. GGs have been called.
GG well played. The Sausages were triumphant.
And the Full Tilt tilted.
That's a masterclass by the Sausages there, Just played the map really well.
Yes, they have.
We got a sick frag with sniper shot there at least. That was nice. I enjoyed that.
I really enjoyed the kind of communication on that process map earlier. It was overall, it was some good TF2. Maybe more so on process than Snakewater, but maybe that's where the morale died for Full Tilt.
Tilted, one could say.
Alright.
I made it funny.
Okay. Well, I don't think any teams want to link up for any sort of interviews. It's just not how we roll on these Razor Cups. Maybe
we're too cool for that.
Yeah, tune in for ETF2L though. That will be where we'll get all the juicy gossip, all the tasty little bitter, salty words. A big shout out to all you watching though, and a big shout out to Molesto for joining me on this co-cast. You've been an absolute treasure. And of course, a big thank you to Mr. Miyagi, the sixth strapman himself, the production wonder Onkaya, who just seems to be getting better leaps and bounds every time I see him produce. But finally, just last little hurrah of plugs, Molesto, for this cast before we top it off. I just want to plug our Twitter, twitter.com/teamfortress.tv, our YouTube, just search Team Fortress TV on there. You won't miss it. And of course, follow us on Twitch. And if you're still looking for any ounce of competitive TF2, do find us at teamfortress.tv. I've been TurboTabs. This has been Gaming Grid.
You didn't thank Razer? You didn't thank Razer for their top quality product?
I was about to say, well, rude. Okay, Gaming Grid. This has been the Gaming Grid's coverage by Team Fortress TV, TF2 Frag Fest number 15, sponsored by Razer, and of course in the title Gaming Grids. It's been joyous. We will see you on Sunday for one more little Gaming Grids Frag Fest, but until then, see you then.